Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. New Hampshire lakes, we love to swim in them, to boat on them, to fish in them, and to look at them. So, should the following numbers get our attention? This is the first statewide report on health of New Hampshire's lakes. 18% of the lakes are warmer below the surface. 16% of the lakes are less clear. Invasive species, 60% with more alkalinity and conductivity. This report was in 2020, but it's the last statewide report we were able to get our hands on. Now, here's a quote from my guest. Our lakes are sick, and they're making us sick too. Andrea Moreau, which you'll meet in a minute, president of New Hampshire Lakes, and she's right here with me to describe what's causing the threats to New Hampshire's lake. And she's the leader of a New Hampshire organization whose mission is to restore the health of New Hampshire lakes by making its threats more visible to us all. Andrea is president of New Hampshire Lakes, as I said, the former coordinator of the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services Volunteer Lake Assessment Program. Welcome. Nice to have you in the studio.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
You also have degrees in environmental sciences, just to make the point. So, with that in mind, you're quoted in the media as saying, the threats to our lakes are impacting our way of life and having ripple effects on our economy. Explain.
Yes, thank you. So New Hampshire's home to 1,000 lakes. Until recently, they've been the cleanest and healthiest lakes in the country. Yeah. But their health is degrading. And, you know, we love our lakes here in New Hampshire, and that's why people come here and spend our vacations. But their degrading health has us worried.
And we're going to walk through those threats that you're talking about one by one. And the first one is cyanobacteria occurs naturally in our lakes, but the pollution is increasing it. So there are now toxic blooms in these lakes.
Yes, so we have been seeing over the past couple of years increasing cyanobacteria. Not all cyanobacteria is toxic, but some forms can be. And we have had lakes here in New Hampshire where people who have been swimming in their cyanobacteria have inadvertently become sick by becoming in contact with the bacteria or accidentally ingesting it, and their pets too.
And this is, well, all the New Hampshire lakes or just some of them? I know Winnipesaukee in particular.
Right, no, that's a great question. New Hampshire really is still home to some of the cleanest and healthiest lakes in the country, but we have had a handful of lakes have persistent and recurring blooms of cyanobacteria, some of which are toxic.
Polluted runoff water, and we're putting pictures up on the screen on each one of these. Water travels across pavement and lawns and right into the lakes, right?
Absolutely, and our polluted runoff water is increasing. We've had some pretty crazy weather. We're getting wetter with bigger rainstorms, and our aging infrastructure of conveying stormwater runoff, we're just getting more and more runoff water into our lakes. It's bringing in the pollutants that are feeding these blooms of cyanobacteria.
Yeah, and now next one is invasive species. Milfoil, I recall, was started to be recognized back in 1965, but at last count, there's 113 invasive species, according to that 2020 report.
Right. About 113 water bodies in New Hampshire have invasive species, milfoil being the #1 offender at about 80 infestations. Okay,
so it's 113 bodies of water with invasive species.
Right, we have about 6 invasive species of concern in New Hampshire, milfoil being the primary concern.
Right. Yes. And then finally, climate. Climate, ice, it's drought, obviously, and that's the picture you're seeing. But ice is forming in our lakes later in the fall, and ice out is happening earlier in the spring.
Absolutely, and unfortunately in the past couple of years some lakes haven't had any ice at all. So this leads to warmer water, which leads to potentially more algae growth, more cyanobacteria growth, more invasive species growth.
Now, Andrea, as you know, starting in September, buyers of waterfront property with septic systems in protected shoreline, which is also another law, required to have a septic system evaluation before the sale. What else is being done to address the lakes?
Right.
Very briefly.
Very briefly, my organization, we're working with property owners throughout the state to help them find ways to live in a lake-friendly way to reduce their impact on the contributors to the pollution. We're working with boaters to help prevent the spread of invasive species. And we're working in the legislature to try to get more lake-friendly rules and laws adopted.
And that's all we have time for. But go to NewHampshireLakes.org if you want to know some more about this. Andrea Lamoureux, thank you.
Thank you, Fred.
President of New Hampshire Lakes. And if you missed part of this briefing on the lakes, you can go to WMUR.com, where it will be posted all this week.